The college football season for 2024, I think, should be labeled as the season of mystery and new. And we're also going to talk about the fact that someone's honeymoon to me is officially over, is now the LA media is talking about putting old Tebow, that's right, the bitch out west, Lincoln Riley, is now on the hot seat. Let's talk about it. Tricky, tricky, tricky. Like that old Run DMC song that I like to reference from time to time, it's going to be tricky this college football season coming up, amongst other things. But I tell you what's not tricky, that is the Outlaw Posse is now in effect. And today's Four Horsemen shout-outs go to that Christian Fam channel, Richard Burton, Rick Birdwell, and The Bomb. And if you want to get your random Four Horseman shout out as well as possible be the comment of the day and get your badge and get deputized. It's not $2.99 a month, 75 cents a week. That's just a half a bottle of water. All you gotta do is hit that join button over there next to the subscribe button, and you'll be hooked up. You'll get your badge and you'll get deputized. Now, don't confuse that with the subscribe button. The subscribe button is totally free, and that really helps me. So like, share, comment, and subscribe to this channel. That's free, 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 free. And sharing is caring, so share with your friends as well. I can also be reached on Twitter, a.k.a. X, a.k.a. the bowels of Pluto, as I like to say from time to time, under at OCF Productions. Now, getting right to it here. This season, college 2024 season coming up, it's to me, it's going to be filled with mystery and intrigue and just different. This 2024 season coming up of college football, I think, should be labeled the season of mystery and new because there's just so much new about this season. Not only did you have a bunch of coaches either get fired, retire, or go to the NFL, you also have a bunch of teams going to new conferences. You got 4 new teams going to the Big 12. You got 4 new teams going to the Big 10. You got 2 new teams going to the SEC. And then you have, I think, 3 or 4 new teams going to the ACC. So it's going to be new across the board. And other things that's really bother me, that those things I like. Those are intriguing. New rivalries, old rivalries rekindled like Texas A&M and Texas, for example. But the bad thing going forward is how out of control will the NIL and the transfer portal continue to get as we are dawning, like the 3rd year of the NIL, or the 2nd year of it, and it's still the Wild Wild West. And the big rumor is that if the NCAA doesn't show some bacooth about themselves and some spine, if they don't make some rules or get this thing under control to where it's not just the Wild Wild West, the rumor has it that the SEC and the Big Ten will indeed secede eventually. Probably, I wouldn't say next season, but 2025 or 2026, college football could be entirely different. You could have 2 divisions. Those that don't make the cut with the Big Ten and the SEC will get pushed into a different tier, in my opinion, and be sort of like the Division I AA, except a little more high profile. So those things are troubling. And it's really disheartening because I really love college football, man. I just don't know where it's going. I had this discussion in a multi-chat that I have with a bunch of people, a lot of members in here. If you do want to be a part of the multi-chat on Facebook, all you got to do is add me on Facebook under Jesse Paul Clark. That's spelled Jessc without the I. Now, back to the positives. The new teams coming in. You got Texas and Oklahoma coming in. Texas is renewing some rivalry, so is Oklahoma. Both teams are coming in, though, with a different kind of aura about them, and the fact that both of these teams are multiple national championship winners. Texas A&M, Missouri, Arkansas, and South Carolina, even further back, were not multiple national championship winners. Now, I know Arkansas does claim one back in the 1960s, but they're not multiple national champions that I'm aware of. Texas and Oklahoma are. So these teams may contend a lot quicker than a lot of SEC purists are willing to admit to. The ACC's additions were sort of blah. I mean, they went out and added Stanford and California and SMU, right? Did they add a fourth? I can't remember if they ever got that fourth. But anyway, the Big Ten, as you know, added USC, UCLA, Washington, and Oregon. The Big 12 added the four corner schools, and now we have what we have going forward. What's going to happen? I think the ACC is going to be the next conference that's going to probably get dropped. And then after that, if the SEC and the Big Ten do decide to secede from college football and form their own college football playoff, they'll probably let everybody know after the end of the 2024 season. And then I see them probably cherry picking the Big 12 and the ACC going forward to create probably a 48-team league that we've talked about before in the past podcast. So in the end, what I see happening is them seceding from the NCAA after the 2025 season. If there's not some kind of contractual obligation holding them back or some kind of legal wrangling that these other teams can put together to stop it, I see that happening. Now, there is a chance that maybe they just do this as a football-only thing and continue to compete nationally with all these teams in sports like basketball. But I sort of kind of doubt it. Now, let's talk about old Tebow, the bitch out west, that being Lincoln Riley, old Linky boy. Seems like that he has been put on the hot seat. And he's been put on the hot seat not by us, but his own backyard, his own people, the one that, the ones that were saying that he was the new messiah of college football. Can y'all see that? Look at that. Look at that face. That's priceless. It says here, everybody is really upset with him. Everybody is really down on him. I was hoping he would leave, but he hurt his NFL chances by having a bad season. He's got a lot to prove. He's making a lot of money with little results. He can't coach a defense. I think he's on the hot seat. It says Bill Plaschik. I don't know if I said his last name right, Plaschik. On Lincoln Riley. And old Bill, I think, writes for like the LA Times or one of those Los Angeles skittle-shitting newspapers out there on the West Coast. So they've officially started turning on him. So I think that after this season, old Linky boy may be on the chopping block. He may pull a Chip Kelly. He may get tired of the bullshit and the pressure and decide to become the punting coordinator for those Nagasaki egg rolls. What do y'all think about all that? Drop in the comment section. Tell me what you think. Also, there's a little heart down here. If you want to make a one-time donation to the program, smash that heart. Throw a few dollars in the coffers. Keep the lights on. Also, as I said before, you can join the Outlaw Posse. It's not $2.99 a month, 75 cents a week. That's just half a bottle of water for the Outlaw. Like, share, comment, and subscribe to this channel. It's a big four, and they're all free. Like I said before, subscriptions are most important. They get us out there and get this party crunk. And with that, I'm out of here. KMCA to all the other teams. Class is now officially dismissed.